Real talk, Mom.
Real talk. I was listening, so I was like, he's looking at me smiling. I was like, oh.
Real talk, Mom, from Views from the Friends of podcast.
Yes.
We go live.
Thank you, everybody.
Live every Sunday.
Thank you, girl.
At 5 p.m. on Facebook.com/Views from the Friend Zone. VIEWSFROMDA Friend Zone. FRIENDZONE. Yes.
Oh, awesome.
So thanks a lot for having me. I'm a big fan of you guys. You guys are a strong collective, the whole empire, the magazines, the shows, the showcases and all that. So shout out to DJ Chef in the corner on the ones and tools, you know what I'm saying? But yes, I'm Real Talk Marv. I'm a podcaster, aspiring radio personality,
Awesome.
I do a little of everything. I rap a little something.
I see you get answering the questions.
I've written a book called Where the Sun Doesn't Shine.
Yes.
You could get it on Amazon. And, I just like to talk to people. I like to interview artists. I interview a couple of cool artists. I like to interview artists that are still on the rise more so than artists that everyone knows. So, so selfishly, part of it is to be able to help propel their career, and also just allow them to get to know the audience. And sometimes I give some artists their first media kind of interviews to break them in. So hopefully in a couple of years you can be like, you know what, I seen the artist first on Views from the Friend Zone, so
you get the first dibs.
First dibs,
Pretty much, yeah, definitely. Actually, I was on your show not a while back,
yes,
and it was an honor, and thank you. And
you was a great guest.
Oh, you better stop making me blush. We talking about you now, but thank you though. No, the experience was great. Just had to mention that, but we're also going to be on the show back on
in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, so
Super Bowl this week, so we're not having a show. February 16th, you guys will be on.
Awesome, well, I'm honored.
That's how it got to be. You got to show love. You got to create a community of creatives and collectives. You know what I'm saying? Show love, come through, show love. That's how it got to be.
That's what it is. Support is support, as they say.
Support.
That's right, you're Now let's get to you. Ready to say who you are, so I don't have to answer that question. You don't have the question. All right, what inspired you actually?
Well, you know what? It's funny because like I said before, I was a rapper when I was younger. Then you get older, I work in corporate America, and you kind of lose the grind that you have to be a rapper in the studio all the time. You kind of have to choose corporate profession or artist. Like a lot of times, successful artists they used to work retail or something small just to get studio money. But when you are a corporate professional, you kind of have to
a certain way.
You have to kind of put all your energy in there. So, but I still wanted to have a voice. So I was just I did a previous podcast, did pretty well. Me and the guys kind of chose to go in different directions. And the funny thing about it is, Views from the Friend Zone. Yeah. Why is the show Views from the Friend Zone?
I got questions here.
I'm coming to try. But anyway, so Views from the Friend Zone, right? Because on my previous show, I was cool dudes. There was more macho, and then me is just they always seem like you. I was kind of not on the perspective of the Playboys, right? They used to call me Friend Zone Marv, right?
Ooh.
But then I was just there's a perspective you gain sometimes from being in the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in the friend zone, you kind of strategize, how do I get out the friend zone? So you develop relationships with women, how to talk to women better, stuff like that. Not being a friend zone dude who's just crapping on other guys, but just learning to sell yourself. But in that time, I learned a lot of perspective about relationships and maybe to give good advice. So now the Views from the Friend Zone allows me to give good advice. And it's just not all relationships that you interact with men and women become romantic relationships. You got to learn how to be platonic as well.
So true in many ways, especially this profession that we do in the entertainment industry. It's you have people don't realize you kind of keep that kind of separate, you know. And because sometimes what happens when you have your emotion mixed with your business, it goes really bad. So you have to definitely kind of differentiate that. And a lot of people don't do that, and it's unfortunate. But unless you keep, you keep it one thing and one to another.
Yeah, and then also. It's funny because it's Views from the Friend Zone, but I'm married. I've been married for a while. But I was the friend zone dude for so long, I have advice that I can give.
You see?
And it's also about perspective as well. So That's where I get the name for Views for the Friend Zone. But the more about my show, our show is about relationships, current events, and just scenarios. Sometimes we want to make you laugh. We want to be able to have the kind of conversations as an adults that you don't always get to have, right? Because at work you got to kind of keep it, professional, and then maybe in church you don't want to say certain things. So we want to be that laid back, kick off your feet, spend the hour listening to us either on iTunes or Spotify, wherever you can get Views for the Friend Zone podcast, shameless plug, or live on Facebook, right? But I think the beauty of it is the topics that we discuss. We approach it maturely, but at the same time have fun. Kick back, relax, We want that hour that you share with us to be relaxing, for you to laugh, for you to be motivated, for you to think about it, because we always preach. We also like to have entrepreneurs come on the show, people who are trying to grow their products or grow their business, come, get interviewed, but while you're promoting, also let people know who the real you is, right? Because we give you time to promote yourself, but then also we ask you questions so people can relate to you on a personal basis, right? Because when you what's the difference between you supporting McDonald's, which or a small business? It's the relationship you build with that business. Once you build a personal relationship with a business or a brand, you feel like you feel more effort to support them. So
my name is what? My name is
you guys.
Yeah. So that's what Views for the Friend Zone. So like I said, I also wrote a book that I published it back in 2015 called Where the Sun Doesn't Shine.
And that's on Amazon, right?
It's on Amazon, right? And it's a cool book because it's about a young girl growing up in the projects of Morocco. She just goes through so many different things. She deals with colorism. She deals with sexual assault.
Wow.
She deals with issues with her sexuality. That it's like a lot of issues. But the beautiful thing about it is she combats these issues and then still has a positive, ending. So she still was able to rise. So she was still able to shine where the sun doesn't shine. So that's where the title is, Where the Sun Doesn't Shine. Coming from the rose out of the concrete jungle kind of thing, coming from a hard beginning, battling through, and then coming out on top. So one of my goals is to get that book to turn into a movie.
Oh my God! Well, listen. Anybody who's watching now, listen. Let him know and to connect. And hey,
so if there's any young directors, who are looking for source material to do a movie, definitely holler at me.
Awesome.
My main Instagram is Views from the Friend Zone.
Yes.
I'm Real Talk More. I also have an IG, but most of the time I'm on Views from the Friend Zone IG. I gotta shout out my co-host.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Cliff Brock Banam. That's his name on Instagram. Shout out to Greedy Gut, the first lady of Views from the Friend Zone. Shout out to No One Higher, aka Open Shirt Poppy, also on Instagram.
Oh,
that's the team, Open Shirt Poppy. You know what I'm saying? That's the playboy of the squad. But like I said, Views for the Friend Zone. We also always looking for interesting guests. So you out there, obviously you got to hit up the VeroG Spotlight Show. But after that, you could come through our show as well.
Sundays.
Every Sunday at 5 p.m. Our studio is on Wyckoff. But anyway, you would just hit me up on Views for the Friend Zone on IG. You know what I'm saying? And one advice I like to give to young people in media, don't be afraid to just try and go out there and find your voice, right?
So true.
You're not going to be the Breakfast Club as soon as you start.
No.
You're not going to be Hot 97 as soon as you start, but you got to grind, you got to build relationships, you got to find your voice, you got to find what's going to separate you from other people.
So true, man.
So it's funny because back to the Views from the Friend Zone, I took the guys kind of insulted me saying friend zone dude, you're the friend zone dude, because I wasn't a playboy, but I found my voice in that, being the mature person in the friend zone who learned how to get out the friend zone.
I love that. So it's kind of all right, I'm married, I'm settled, you guys can do your thing, but I already been and done that.
Exactly.
And, oh my God, you got this.
I'm also trying to advise dudes, how to happily stay married and at the same time if you're not married, kind of weighing, what you need to work on personally to get you where you want to be.
Exactly. No, we got a few songs and everything for you. DJ should play it over.
I feel like you want me to drop some bars or something like that.
You want to up to you. It's up to you, baby. But now, real quickly before we get out of here, I know you mentioned about the youth. I know we spoke about that on the TV show. Let them know real quickly that you say you do community work as love.
Yes, that's it. So what we're gonna try, we're trying to get into schools to do. We're trying to get into schools to do some more, like reading to the youth, doing career development. Like I said, I work in corporate America. I work in investment banking, and I want kids to realize that someone that looks like you is working at investment banking. My siblings are very high up, so just want to be able to do some big brother mentorship. So that's what we're working on. Do some friends on. We're gonna do book drives. We're trying to get into the schools to read to the kids and stuff like that. We're gonna do big brother, big sister programs. Volunteering at soup kitchens. There's a lot of volunteering charity work we're trying to do under the umbrella of Views from Friends. Yes. And I heard you guys have charity coming up in a couple months. I don't know if that's too early to say.
No, it's okay. Listen, because
I like to cross the road. But y'all got going on like the Nuyorican Cafe.
Yes.
I'm gonna be in the building, So it's all about cross promotion, cross branding, and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I also like to say, sometimes you can reach out to celebrities. Don't think celebrities are always gonna have time for you, but at the same time, you create a nice content, nice voice. Reach out to celebrities. Sometimes you get picked up that way. Like I told you last time I was on the show. That's how I got the shout out on Breakfast Club. Not to tell the same story again, but what we were saying was so moving. Not only did he share it on his Instagram, he went back on the radio the next day and shout us out. Even when he couldn't remember the name, he went back and looked it up because he wanted to give us that plug. So that's to me saying the universe saying you put out good content and people will try their best to put you on and to show you that kind of love.
No, you're very welcome. You gotta call up. That's the kind of artist. You're definitely right. And Marvens, thank you. We can in social media, right?
Yes. At Views from the Friend Zone IG, at Real Talk Marv is me, and also follow my team as well.
Awesome, definitely. And then we got a caller, by the way. I think that's Trey. Let's check. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right. Is this Trey 63?
What's going on?
I want to give you a shout out, man. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you so much.
Much love. They're doing a good job.
He needs to call next week for his interview.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate the love. Thank you.
No problem. Y'all keep doing your thing. I'll see you out there, man.
Much love, brother.
Appreciate that, Trey.
Definitely. They definitely a strong team.
Thank you.
Good job, man. Shout out.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate the love, man. Thank you.
Yeah, we're running out of time, unfortunately, but next week we'll have you call in the beginning.
Wait, that's Trey, right?
Yeah, that's Trey.
Oh, no, wait, no. Give him a few minutes to see.
Yeah, we're about to go off the air.
It's like 5 minutes. All right, Trey, real quickly. I know we're going to play you joint when we sign out. So let them know real quickly who you are as an artist real quickly and social media, if you can.
I'm Ziggy, man. You can get me on, follow at the real Vero, man.
That's what's right.
Oh, shit.
Just follow the Z1.
All right, that's what's up, baby. Thank you. Much love. I appreciate it, baby.
Artist, director, do it all over here.
Multifaceted, I hear that.
Ow. That's what's up, brother. Much love to you, man.
Take care of yourself, man.
All right, take care, man. Oh, that's the wrong guy. Oh, Trey, we only got a few minutes. Please call right now. 347. Oh, Jesus Christ. 721.
We're about to go off the air, so
363. Got there. Shut up. 347-721-3161. Call in within 2 minutes. If you can't, we'll try to get you next week. Call in, brother. Anyways, we'll play out of respect. We'll play. Play all for Trey 63 if you have the song. At least we can play that for him, right?
Yeah.
But again, we're signing out, guys. Welcome. Thank you
guys for having me as a guest. Once again, Views from the Renzo podcast every Sunday at 5 p.m.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? Just, show love to the VeroG Spotlight crew.
Thank you, baby.
Loudmouth, DJ Chef on the ones and twos. The talent, you know what I'm saying? And we out. Love. Much love. Peace.
Yes, guys. You're on the VeroG Spotlight Radio Show. Next week, we got more things to come. I'm sorry we didn't get it to the show, but we got you, Trey 63, next week. Much love. Thank you.